So, so from a clinical standpoint, we have our practice, the Neural Connection in Minnesota, and we are working, with complex neuro cases. Like I said, we're the fifth, 10th, 12th, 20th doctor that people have usually seen. So they've been to the Mayos, they've been to the Cleveland clinics, they've been to the Mount Sinai's, and they're like, why have I not gotten better? That's really, clinically where I still have, one foot in the door. My business partner is absolutely brilliant, Dr. Hennis. So, that's where we're working with patients hands on, really serving those needs. But what we've also created is we've created an online course, essentially trying to streamline all of the therapies nutritionally, structurally, metabolically, and then also neurologically into a course to kind of deliver to people where they can literally get therapy at home on their own time. And so it's this evergreen course that we've launched as well. That's really providing a lot of the care that we can give to people because not everybody can come see us in Minnesota. We're fortunate that people fly from all over to come and hang out with us for a week or two, but I don't think that's always realistic. So the clinical side of things, we have a lot of that going on, really focused on brain health and those matters. But the other part of it too is I was really fortunate to be in the right place at the right time a couple of years ago, where I met up with this brilliant entrepreneur, Mark McNally. And Mark is a serial entrepreneur. He took a company public when he was 28, like crazy heady days in the 90s with the dot-com boom. And what we did is we started a thing called the Venture Studio. Noise Studios is a venture studio, and a venture studio is essentially a startup that creates startups. So we are keenly focused on helping founders and entrepreneurs, PhD researchers, essentially understand that no matter where they are in the world, they have a system and a process and a structure to take their idea and turn it into an enterprise. And so, a big focus of my life right now is trying to find ways to build great companies, de risk the early stage startup process, and scale healthcare and health and wellness as much as possible. One of the things that I realized in practice was that I'm only scalable for so much. And I know you guys can relate to this too about you only see so many patients a day before you're exhausted, you're wiped, and you're kind of hitting your max. You either hire an associate to come in or hire staff, which sometimes isn't the most efficacious or financially easy thing to do. Or what you do is you figure out a way to scale that. And in healthcare, technology is really a massive factor in being able to scale. And so our focus at Nobody Studios, we have multiple verticals, but in our health and wellness space, specifically where I'm leading the charge, and that is we're really focused on personalized and precision medicine. We're keenly aware that patients are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and our focus is to get patients to own their health, and that's owning their health data. That's owning their health and the outcomes that they have. It's also owning the fact that we want them to be informed consumers to help them make decisions and align with their doctor to have the best outcomes possible. So, there's all of those are kind of converged into one. And I've never really felt like I've had a job. It's really just been my life. So, on the clinical side of things, we have a lot of stuff moving forward with the neural connection and the course. And then on the startup space, I'm meeting with so many cool people who are far smarter than me, who want to build great companies. And so being a part of those discussions is such an eye-opening experience. And gets me excited about the future because I do believe that some of the best companies have yet to be created.